What's up? Story time. This particular story is about how I got my name, Tech Low. Yeah, once upon a time I was also known as Tech Low. As you know, some of us got so much aliases, names, aka names. I went through a period of my life that I guess it depends exactly what I was doing. I had a certain name, as I explained before with my other name. So I'm gonna explain to you guys how I got the name Tech Low. It was early 90s, high school as usual. It's around the time that like fashion was so much everything, man. You know, it was all about fashion. So we was young, right? We was young, so we definitely wanted to stand out. You know, you wanted to make a mark, wanted to make a statement, bold statement. So got some money. So as soon as we got money, we used to go shopping, man. We used to get a lot of, around that time, Jabos. Jabos was very popular, man. Jabos are very popular. Like, if you had Jabos, you was really that guy. If you was rocking Jabos, you was really that guy. So my brother Spence pulled me on to Jabos. Back in the day, man, when the Jabos really came to New York City, early 90s, used to be called like baggy cowboys. Those are the era that we used to wear real baggy clothes and all that. So we started getting baggy cowboys. They were so baggy on us. Thinking back now, we looked like we were crazy, but that's life, man. So we had the baggy cowboys on. So we was rocking Jabos every day. We was rocking Jabos heavy. But I realized, man, as we wearing Jabos, everywhere we went, we was getting a lot of look, a lot of attention. Like, yo, those young dudes is really, really doing it. I mean, I'm really taking you back. I'm taking you back in the era that when Jabos came out, a pair of jeans cost like $100. I think it was like $100 and better for a pair of Jabos jeans. And really back in those days, a normal jeans will probably cost you like $20 or whatever. And here we are, some young guys running around here with $100 pair of Jabos jeans on a regular, wearing Jabos jackets that cost like $200, $250. I mean, it sounds like it's cheap now, but back in those Stone Age days, what I'm talking about, it was unheard of for somebody to wear $100 pair of jeans. I mean, now you guys wearing $1 billion jeans, but I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about back in those days, if you had a $100 pair of jeans, you was that guy. And it was crazy. We was young dudes. I mean, we were so out of the box. Like, we were so much out of the box because we wasn't just stuck to our neighborhood or whatever. We always experiment. We was all over. We was in Manhattanville. So we got to really peep a lot of real fashion, a lot of high-end fashion on those days, you know. Well, the hood dudes wasn't on them. They wasn't on it, but we was lucky enough to be in certain elements at a young age and get pulled on to those, you know, European high fashions, you know, like Francois Jabos. So we walking around here with Jabos on looking spectacular, man, you know, looking like young millionaires out here. So we was going through our Jabot phase. I live in Manhattan. The rest of my team lived in Brooklyn. So this is the first time I started venturing on to Brooklyn, because I got friends now, fams, and I live in Brooklyn. So I'm venturing on to Brooklyn, and I'm realizing there was a movement in Brooklyn. Like, you know, it was a movement in Brooklyn called Polo. Like, you know, everybody was rocking Polo, but Ralph Lauren, they was rocking Polo. And I found out there was a clique in BK, or a gang, whatever you want to call it, a set gang called Low Lives. Low Lives, meaning, you know, low was short for Polo. So it was Low Life, you know. So I'm like, wow, you know, there was fashionably inclined. Everybody in Low Lives, every low head was fly. There was some flyers dudes, man. There was some flyers dude. Again, when I discovered Low Lives, I didn't create Low Lives. The Low Lives is going before me. I just happened to find out about Low Lives because some of my guys was running with Low Lives. They were Low Lives, and they pulled me on, and I just fell in love with it, man. Like I said, it was a gang, and you know, the original in BK. I know most of the members, you know, but I'm not the creator or nothing like that, you know. So I fell in love with Low Lives, man. And Low Lives, the flag, our flag, you know how most gangs got flags and colors. Our flag and color was nothing but low. Like, you gotta wear polo. We was wearing polo socks, polo boxers, polo, whatever you want to call it, polo scouts, polo ties, like everything had to be low. Polo boots, polo shoes, like everything had to be low. Polo shades, everything that had polo on it, we had it. We had it, man. We had it. So we run around here looking real spectacular, man. Looking like some rich ass dudes out here with nothing but polo on, you know? Like, again, we really don't call it polo. We just call it low, short, low. So the gang was called Low Life. Low Life. They have so many different sets of low lives, you know? They got Ralphie's Kids. They got Ski Team. They got, I mean, there was so many, man, you know? So now I'm down with this Low Life clique. You know, they have so many sets. So I'm down with my set. And I'm like, guess I'm the boss of my set, you know? I got down, so I went crazy with this polo thing, man. Like, you know, we flagging, as you can see, man. I'm like 100 years old, still got pieces on, man, you know? Still got this old school pieces from the early 90s. So, every low life had a name. Like, we all had a name. And your name had to end with L-O. So, like, they used to call me E-Low. But I wasn't really feeling the E-Low. So I got a polo fisherman vest, high-tech vest. And I like the word tech. So instead of calling me Ed Low, I kind of dropped the Ed and put the tech. So that's how I got the name Tech Low. You know, so I just took the tech and added the low. So I became Tech Low. I mean, some of the names that Low Lives had, like my brother was Dice Low. Next man was J Low. My man that was in Dangerous Mind with Michelle Pfeiffer, his name was Rock Low. My fam, his name is Trap Low. My fam, MG Low. My cousin was Pose Low. We have fams like Sport Low, Mouse Low. You'll get it now, right? You know, so every name we had to end it with a low. And that was the set, you know? So if we ran around New York City, I mean, like I said, there was so many sets, low lives, man. But we was all over, man. I don't know exactly what every set did, but I'm talking about what my set did. My set was all about getting fly. And in my set, there was a lot of dancers. A lot of the dudes in my sets were dancers. Like, there's some real professional dancers. So we was always a life of parties. We go to parties, man, it was a turn up. It was a turn up. But when we walk to the door, when you see us, you had no choice but to look at us. Because back in those days, you knew when you see a kid with polo on from head to toe, that was a lot of money walking around. You know what I mean? That was a lot of money. I mean, I'm sure how a lot of us got the low, my people's got their polo. Everybody didn't walk into Macy's or Saks Fifth Avenue or the polo store, the original polo store, and bought their low. Some people's boosting their low. You know what I mean? Some people's getting however they can get it. Some people's dealing their low. Some people's lining people up to get the ITs. Yeah, that's one thing we used to call polo, like our clothes, we used to call it IT, like items, collector's items. So we say, y'all like your IT. Your IT is tough, man, you know, so we got a lot of classics, man. Like I said, we got a lot of love in New York City, man, especially on the nightlife, especially on the dance scene, party scene, because we was always deep and we was fly. Like, we was so fly that was disrespectful, man. Like, people used to be mad. Like, if your girl saw us, you was losing your girl. That's how fly we were. And we had a lot of fun. Man. So, yeah, so that's how I got the name Tech Low. Signing off, man. Peace. Original Tech Low, Low Life.